What up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. Welcome back to Miles of Horror. Apologize, I'm a minute late here. um, I was having some technical difficulties. I record with an R8 camera and a Canon R8, and it's an awesome camera. I love it. It's excellent, but it's a very expensive camera. It was designed to have a short battery life. That was kind of the drawback on the camera. And so they don't make a grip for it either. Like typically, you'll get like a third party grip or you'll get like an extra battery attachment, and they never made that with this camera. So I had to there is one third party grip that they make, but it's not compatible and it's not compatible natively, so you have to get the third party grip, add the extra battery, and like every once in a while you have to swap the batteries. I don't know, it's annoying, but I'm here, so sorry about the minute delay. False Face Addict, what up, man? Thanks for hanging out. We got 4 people in the chat. Let me give you guys something fun. What do I got here? It is Sunday. There's toxic masculinity running wild everywhere.
Toxic.
So I appreciate you guys hanging out. Let's get into some fun stuff, man. Let's get into some topics here. We got some sales going on. I got a fun show for you guys. We're gonna go through some sales, some new things that I'm kind of digging on. We're gonna go through some of my watches this week because I watched a lot. Some of my pickups this week. I grabbed a lot as usual, and that is that. So let's start off right away with Vinegar Syndrome, man, because they have a sale going on right now. So let's head over there. Let me just share my screen. Let's do this. Share screen. So Vinegar Syndrome is doing kind of like a little impromptu Valentine's Day sale, which is kind of cool. Now, the thing about the Vinegar Syndrome sales for me, most usually, is that since I am a subscriber, and I have been a subscriber for so long, I pretty much have everything, to be honest with you. I have an extensive Vinegar Syndrome collection. You probably see some of it behind me right there. Or if you guys follow me over on Instagram, you guys know that I post all the time. If you don't follow me, definitely go give me a follow over on Instagram as well. But if you guys are, those of you that are hanging out in the chat, we got 4 people. If you guys could just hit that like button real quick, I would appreciate it. I think I'm almost at like 750 subs. I gained a lot of new subscribers this week, so I appreciate you guys hanging out. One of my shorts, you guys are like digging the shorts quite a bit. One of my shorts in the first 24 hours had like 2,000 views, so I gained a bunch of subs off that. And so I'm gonna keep rolling with those shorts, keep doing my lives, and that kind of vibe. But let's get into the VS sale because it's pretty good. I looked at it when they popped it off. I think it was Thursday they popped it off. Maybe someone can correct me on that, but I think it was Thursday at like noon Thursday, and I took a quick look, and there was nothing that I really wanted. But there are some good stuff, so I want to share with you guys what some things I think you should probably grab. Because there are deals to be had. Whether I'm gonna get them or not isn't really relevant. I want to share what I think you guys should pick up, what deals there are to be had over at VS. And I also I don't know if you guys fuck with this at all, but it's kind of crazy, but I actually hit up Melusine for the first time. I don't know if you guys ever fuck with Melusine. It's like their adult site, and they released Driller. I'll talk about that later, but Driller, which is like a Michael Jackson Thriller, like erotica kind of vibe. And I just want to check it out. So anyway, let's head over to VS. Let's check out the sale, see what's going on here. So right at the top, you got Love Massacre sale. We got the watermark. They did a bunch of cool new shirts. I kind of dig the shirts, man. Kind of want one of those shirts. All right, so we got a Taming the T-Rex shirt. It's kind of vibey. Oh, it's a youth shirt. Interesting. Yeah, I would rock that for sure. You got a cinematograph shirt. Oh, there you go. There's the adult shirt. This shirt is banging. Oh, they still have XL. It's my size. I feel like I kind of want to get this shirt. So you got some new merch here. You got a Telephone Love shirt, Tammy and the T-Rex. All right, so let's see what we got here, man. Let's get into it. So Texas Chainsaw 2 with that new slip. And that's going down. You got 1527 left. For 4K, it's a great deal. Slipcover 4K. Nightmare Sisters. This thing's still around. Okay, so here's the deal. If you don't own Nightmare Sisters right now, it's $15. Go get it right now. There's only 88 left. Nightmare Sisters is in my top 3 favorite Vinegar Syndrome releases that they ever did. Okay, despite the fact that there's no slip, it doesn't matter. Catalog this movie. It is an old trauma flick. It is one of my favorite films ever. It's got Michelle Bauer, Linnea Quigley, Brink Stevens, and there's a lot of nudity. And the three of them are like these college sorority girls that are super nerdy, and they kind of like get this spell cast on them where they become these like seductress, temptress, and they invite these frat brothers over. It's awesome. This is one of my favorite VS releases ever. If you don't have Nightmare Sisters, get it. It doesn't matter if it's standard, man. Get it. It's a super important release. Definitely check out Nightmare Sisters. And again, 88 left. And listen, they I have a feeling they're gonna do like a VHS, like DeGazer of this eventually. I just feel like it fits that line. But who knows, man? There's only 88 left here. Who knows what they're gonna do with it? If it's gonna restock, and if it doesn't anytime soon, who knows? But I would grab that one, guys, if you don't have Nightmare Sisters. All right. Madman 4K. This is an absolute must get. $22. Oh wow, the slip is sold out. That's a bummer. I have it, but Madman 4K standard, absolute slam dunk, no brainer. 973 left. This is another one of my absolute favorite Vinegar Syndrome releases. If you guys follow me over on Instagram, also, you know that Madman Miles of Horror comes from Madman Mars. That's actually where I got that moniker. Madman is one of my favorite slashers ever. So if you don't have this one, definitely check it out. It's an awesome movie. Also, this is, to be honest with you, like one of the best transfers I've ever seen. This movie came alive like I had never seen it before. With this 4K transfer, like it truly, I mean that. So if you have not seen Madman, this is absolutely the definitive way to own this movie. Slip or not, it doesn't matter. Get this movie on 4K before it's gone, man. Christmas Evil is excellent. $14. You absolutely cannot beat that. 920 left. If you've never seen Christmas Evil, it's honestly a fantastic kind of like deep dive into one character's madness. And Christmas Evil is a super fun Christmas time slasher movie, but it's deep, man. It's got some depth. Christmas Evil has some depth. I would definitely check that one out. I love Christmas Evil. They also do even though the slip isn't here for Christmas Evil, you can get it. I'm pretty sure you can get it with your VSMC product, so definitely get it there. Graduation Day is awesome for $18. How many is left on this? 676. Graduation Day is a great slasher. Little Darlings, I've never watched. Good Bar Horror Volume 1. Is this the box set? No, standard. Listen, I've been on the record of saying the Homegrown Horror sets are some of my favorite Vinegar Syndrome has ever put out. Especially Volume 1. And we got Winter Beast on there. What else on this? Winter Beast, Beyond Dream's Door, Winter Beast, and Fatal Exam. I mean, all three of them are excellent. But I would catalog that while you can, guys, because who knows what the deal is when it's done. Murder Weapon and Deadly Embrace is awesome. Great Linnea movies. I got to be honest, like, this sale is killer. This sale is super killer. I have all of this that I'm recommending to you, but this sale is killer, man. Like, these titles are excellent. Okay, so again, all of those I just mentioned. Don't Go in the Woods is super cool. $13, like, you just cannot beat that. Not even $12.50. You got Angel, Don't Open Till Christmas. Ooh, can't show that. A lot of fun. Fatal Games, Boarding House. So Boarding House is a really cool movie. This is kind of like the first ever shot on video horror movie. So if you're down with that vibe, it's billed. Ooh, getting a FaceTime. I'm gonna start. It's billed as the first ever shot on video horror movie. So if you have not seen Boarding House and you like low budget, definitely check it out. I like Boarding House quite a bit. If you're into that vibe. What else do we have here? What else do we have here? Iced is fantastic. This has to be low, right? Yeah, 295. If you don't have iced, I would get this one as soon as you can. It's gonna sell out. Um, Ice is awesome, a lot of fun. One thing to note about these Degazer video titles, if you are not familiar, is that they are created with the whatever remaining elements was left. So iced, it doesn't look fantastic, but it's again, it's the whole point of the Degazer line is to restore things as best they can, right? It's a line that is made with the idea that like they don't have um all the original elements, so they kind of do what they can to restore these things. So ice is awesome. If you don't have ice, definitely I would catalog that as soon as you can. There's a lot of stuff here that's excellent that is like kind of going out of print, man. I would definitely get that. Nothing underneath is cool. Werewolf versus Vampire Woman is cool. It's foreign. Camille Keaton in Italy, I have had for probably 5 years and I've never watched it. One of these days I will. Sugar Cookies, I don't remember. This one is when did this one come out? Sugar Cookies. Cookies Vinegar Syndrome release, because I don't feel like I own it, but I should. It came out in 2014. Okay, so no, I guess I don't have this. Maybe I'll get that. So what is this? Um, yeah, I don't have that one, which is kind of rare to not have a Vinegar Syndrome release for me. Again, I've been subscribing for 7 years at this point, so I have almost like everything they've ever done because in all the sales prior to that, I backtracked and picked up everything I was missing. So it's really a select few titles that I don't have these days. Sugar Cookies is one of them. I don't have that, so maybe I'll scoop that. If anybody knows anything about Sugar Cookies, or if you've seen that one, let me know because that's like one of the few that I don't have. So definitely let me know about Sugar Cookies. It seems kind of cool. Werewolf versus Vampire Woman is great. Big fan of Nashi. Yeah, I agree, man. I'm trying to like remember exactly. I remember enjoying it, but I don't remember exactly what it was about, but I do remember enjoying it. That kind of happens when you get a lot of these when you get these Vinegar Syndrome titles every month. There's just so many of them that you kind of like lose track. So let's keep cruising here, man. It's a big sale. Big sale. So interesting. So they had Angel on the first page, and they had Avenging Angel here. If you can snag all three Angel films, they're fantastic. And they got the Slit. I would definitely grab these. The Angel films are awesome. I really enjoy them. Reform Schoolgirls is classic. Old Trauma film, I believe. 466 left. I love Reform Schoolgirls. Definitely snag that. So this is one that's interesting. This is a really interesting movie. Scary of 61st. This is like a modern horror movie. I'm shocked this thing's still around. This movie kicks ass. So they only did one version of it. It's this slipcase edition. There's a VSP. There's only 677. How many was on this originally? 5,000 units. This thing's been around for a long time. I cannot believe this thing's still around. I love this movie. It is a super awesome kind of like slow burn psychological kind of documentary style horror that kicks ass. Like the knockout punch of this movie completely knocked me on my ass. If you've not seen this, it's a super cool edition. It's got this like slipcase mirror. I don't know how this thing's still around. I really don't, because this movie kicks ass. I love this movie. It's about a girl who kind of like moves into a new apartment in New York City, and she befriends this girl, and they kind of start like unraveling things that are a little weird. And it's awesome, man. It's more sinister than you could possibly imagine, and it just kicks ass. Scary 61st is awesome. If you haven't seen that, that's a strong recommend for me. $25 slipcase edition, and honestly, this is one of my favorite slipcases they've done. I think it's a super cool piece of art. Look at that thing, man. So definitely get that one if you don't have it. Mother's Day, Slam Dunk. Sister is really cool. Demon Wind, I know, is super low also. 963. Was this a restock? I feel like it had been lower than that. Does anybody know? Is Demon Wind a restock? I feel like it had gotten really low. They might have restocked it. But if you don't have Demon Wind, definitely get that. Slip or No Slip, that's a slam dunk. Must catalog movie. Love Demon Wind. Slaughterhouse is super fun. Um, Even if it's just standard 381. Jade kicks ass. Blood. I mean, dude, this is for the same reason I hate Vinegar Syndrome so much, even though I'm a subscriber. And they do these sales constantly. Like, this is all my subtitles from last year. I mean, like, they're great because they put these things on sale. So, like, if you don't have these, like, Jade is a super great 90s erotic thriller type vibe, great cast, great acting. I love Jade. Jade was one of the biggest surprises of last year's subscription. Blood Tracks kicks ass. Is this slipcover? Dude, like, there's 44 left on Blood Tracks. Strong recommend. It's like rock and roll horror, about a remote cabin up in like icy region. I forget where they are, but definitely get Blood Tracks, man. It's about to sell out. Slip's about to sell out. 22.49 slam dunk on that one. Uli Lamel's Boogeyman. This was kind of a surprise for me. I really like this movie. One of the best 4Ks I've ever seen. This is one of the ones that always stands out to me as an absolute crazy transfer. This transfer was insane. And I think this is a late 70s movie, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe early 80s. Let's see, 1980. So for a 1980 movie, this thing looks fantastic. Strong recommend for me. I really like the Boogeyman. Evil Laugh is great, super fun. Berserker's great. Sliver, again, like, this is also came my subscription last year. Mid-90s erotic thriller. Sliver kicks ass. I absolutely love Sliver. One of my favorite releases from last year. Definitely grab that. There's Olivia is awesome. There's so many great things. There's Singapore Sling was kind of a dud for me. A little too out of the box for me. But what else we got here? Let's see. I like, this is another thing that maybe I'm just naive. Maybe I just like bad movies. Maybe my taste is not everyone's taste. Killer Condom was awesome. I loved Killer Condom, and I can't believe this thing's still around. Again, it's got great reviews. Just check out the reviews. This is such a bizarre flick, but it's awesome. Okay, so that's 7,000, and it's at 742, so it's selling. It will sell out. Killer Condom is awesome. Really, really awesome movie. It's definitely recommend. If you like, sleazy New York sleaze, schlocky, campy movies, it's exactly what it sounds like. This thing is a killer condom, and it comes alive and it starts killing people, and it's awesome. Definitely my vibe. So, Last Slumber Party's awesome. They did a DeGazer video of this as well. This is almost gone. There's a lot of going out of print here, man. A lot. Black Room was a big surprise. Devil Fetus Her Vengeance, Muscle. These are, guys, this is a great sale. Okay, this, like, it just doesn't stop. All these titles. Chinese Torture Chamber is absolutely killer. If you don't own this, go grab it. Get the standard. There's so much goodness here, man. I can't even stress to you enough. I love this movie. This is one of my favorite releases when it came out. I don't know if it was last year or the year before. This was like just awesome. If you like weird movies or like category 3 shit, Chinese Torture Chamber was awesome. If you like Saturn's Core, Savage Harvest kicks ass. I'm a slut for Saturn's Core. What else? Nothing much else here. Let's keep cruising here. Psycho Girl Slam Dunk. I love this movie. A huge payoff in the end. That was awesome. Sorority Slaughter is awesome. Saturn's Core if you like low budget. Black Eyed Susan was an interesting movie. A lot of people hate on it. I thought Black Eyed Susan was a super cool movie. I remember I saw one YouTuber shitting on it, and I thought it was interesting. I thought it was a really, really interesting take on technology and the horrors of technology. So check that one out, guys. You might like it. Black Eyed Susan. It's about like a sex robot. That kind of like, it's a little more than meets the eye. Corey T, that's a good move, man. Devil's Fetus, that 2-pack was awesome. If you're into the category 3 stuff, That 2-pack was excellent. Really, really good release. I loved both those films. Her what was it? Devil's Fetus and I forgot what the other one was. Um, but Devil's Fetus was awesome. I never know where to start with Saturn's core. If I snag only one from the sale, what's a good one? It's a great question. So you're talking to someone. I have almost their entire discography. I am a huge, huge Saturn's core fan. All my Saturn's core stuff is right there. Let me take a look, man. I'll take a look. I don't want to steer you in the wrong direction because there are definitely duds among the bunch. But let me take a look. Let me take a look, and I'll get back to you. But I'm glad you're getting into Saturn's core, man. Just know what you're getting into because I talk about them a lot, and I have a huge Saturn's core collection. But you got to understand that it's very low budget, a lot of shot on video stuff, and some of it is snuffy in a sense, tortury in a sense. Scrapbook is one that I absolutely love, but it's a lot. It's a heavy movie, so just understand that. Bone Sickness is one that immediately comes to mind. I don't know if that's on sale, but I'll take a look. Bone Sickness is probably my favorite release of theirs. Psycho Sisters is another one I absolutely love. At Dawn They Sleep. Brian Paulin is another one I absolutely love. But as we go through of whatever, when I see some more Saturn's core, I'll recommend. But okay, Assholes. This movie's fucking wild. Not good, but wild. What else here? Sinister. I haven't watched. I have it, but that's Saturn's core. Eat Brains Love was fun. Eat Brains Love is a Gunpowder and Sky release. This is a fun movie. It's like teen zombie love story. I had fun with that one. I picked that one up. What else? What else? What else? Haven't watched this one yet. Yeah, they're this is crazy. Like the thing about Vinegar Syndrome is like, oh, let's just do a random Valentine's Day sale, and they have like bomb deals on everything that's going out of print. The reason why I hate them as well, but I mean, for someone who's not a subscriber, it definitely is hitting the right spots for sure. Like, there's so much. If I wasn't a subscriber and I didn't have all this stuff ready, I'd be going ham, absolutely ham. There's so much goodness. Hayride Slaughter is a lot of fun. Halloween horrors. Cora T, if you want to check out a cool Saturn's core title Halloween vibe, I really like this one. Definitely check out that one. 60% off. Can't beat that. You got a slip on here? No, standard. This one's a lot of fun. You got all kinds of like crazy. You see like the lightning effects here. It's super fun, like some really bizarre CGI at the end, like sequence. But this is one that I really enjoyed. And this I feel like this really represents Saturn's core to a T. So this is a good one I would grab. Hayride Slaughter, Halloween Horrors. You can kind of see if it's your vibe or not. Like I wouldn't start with Backwoods Marcy. This one is kind of a slow vibe. I enjoyed it, kind of like a folktale legend about Backwoods Marcy. This is kind of like a shorter film, if I'm not mistaken, and it's just like this guy drives into the woods, and and Backwoods Marcy's there and kind of tortures him and yada yada. I need a nymph. Oh, I can't show that. I'm gonna go back. I might grab that because I have Thriller, Cruel Picture, and I really like the name's not coming to me. The actress in that. No, I would say they are not comparable to Wild Eye. I would say Wild Eye is low budget, but not shot on film or shot on video type stuff. Saturn's core is like shot on video type stuff. So the production quality of Wild Eye is much higher compared to Saturn's core. So I think the vibe could be similar. Like a Wild Eye Extreme title might, in theory, be similar, but the production qualities are like night and day. So Saturn's core, you're getting a really low production quality. It's restored greatly, and it's they take the original negatives and they restore it, on Blu Ray. But Wild Eye stuff has a much higher production quality, at least in my experience with Wild Eye stuff, and I have a pretty big Wild Eye collection as well. So yeah, that's what I would say. So, all right, let's keep going here. Carrie 2, another subscription title from last year, which was a lot of fun. You don't need it in 4K, but it is a fun movie. If you love 90s horror, definitely get it. It's still a little pricey, 33 bucks, but I had a lot of fun with that movie. I own it on like 4 different formats, but it's a great movie. Fatal Delusion is a lot of fun. Saturn's Core. Like this is crazy. Tromeo was like my November. Like this is what pisses me off about Vinegar Syndrome. And I'll say it all day. Like I love them and they're probably one of my favorite companies, if not my favorite. But this was like the November title. And now it's on sale half off. So like what's the point of even having a subscription? You know? But great movie. Great movie. Dead North is cool. Hung Jury is cool. Like all these Saturn's Core stuff are cool. Attachment was kind of a really cool Shutter release. I enjoyed Attachment. I believe this one's about a creature called a Dybbuk, an ancient Jewish demon called a Dybbuk that kind of comes alive. It's a cool movie. I have that one. What else we got? What else we got? Have you guys had success with VH Shitfest? Because I've been pretty hit or miss with them. Houseboat Horror is super cool. This is an Umbrella release. If you guys don't have that one, I would check it out. I really enjoyed this one. Yeah, 923 with the slip. And yes, it's the same umbrella, the Aussie umbrella, but there's going to be a region-free blue. I have Amanda and the Alien. I haven't watched it, but I have it. Scalper was a cool movie. Dark Star, new little slasher. Okay, this movie was twisted. It's called Watch Them Come Blood. And the title is exactly as crazy as it sounds. Bizarre movie, but like wild flick. 357 left on that. I really enjoyed this one. It's a twisted fucking movie, like super twisted. So if you like weird and like macabre and like very raw, it's a very raw movie. Very claustrophobic. I enjoyed this one quite a bit. Watch Them Come Blood. I mean, with a name like that, you really can't go wrong. All right, what else? Got one more page here. Yeah. So yeah, man, there's a lot of good deals on this Vinegar Syndrome sale. So definitely hit me up, or let me know if you guys pick anything up. Corti, nice, man. I'm glad you picked it up. Let me know if you enjoy it. Again, it's worth picking up just one title for Saturn's Core and like seeing if it's your vibe, because it is absolutely an acquired taste kind of thing. It's not, you're not going to be like, you're going to watch and be like, I either like this or I don't. And there's definitely some movies that are better than others. But I would definitely get that, and I would get Bone Sickness. I'm confident that you'll love Bone Sickness. That is my favorite Saturn's Core release. And that's a Brian Pollan film, who's probably my favorite indie director ever. So definitely check out Bone Sickness. If for whatever reason Hayride Slaughter is not a slam dunk for you, get Bone Sickness. I promise you will love it. Practical effects are fantastic, low budget, great story. And hopefully that puts you onto Brian Pollan, because he does great stuff. But good, man. I'm glad you got it. Let me know what you think. What up, DB homie? Thanks for hanging out. We got 5 people in the chat, 5 people hanging out. Happy Sunday, y'all. Let me give you guys something fun here. I got to do this one again because it's fun. Toxic. I'll give you guys something else here. One more thing. Let's do this. Nice little Scream Sunday. All right, so that's the Vinegar Syndrome sale. So if you guys grab anything, definitely let me know down in the comments below. I want to check the Sato stuff, actually. Like I said before, don't rip me apart in the comments, but I picked up my first Melusine title, which is like their adult site. I just couldn't resist. I want to check it out. They did Through the Looking Glass, which was a very famous erotica movie, and it's like a horror movie also. So it's like horror and erotica, and I went for it. So I picked up, that was my first Melusine title. But yeah, all right. So Sato stuff is 68. I'll be getting this stuff eventually. The Sato stuff. There you have it. That's the Vinegar Syndrome sale. So let me know if you got what you guys are picking up. And there's one other sale going on outside of Melusine. I'm not gonna get into the Melusine stuff here because I see, yeah, a couple of you guys are commenting on it. Saw Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die last night. It's pretty interesting and crazy movie. You should check it out. I heard about that one. I heard about that one. I do want to check it out. With the title like that, like, sounds fun to me. Good luck, have fun, don't die. Did you see that one? Was that a theatrical release? Is that like it's a brand new movie, right? I think, if I'm not mistaken. Um, yeah, no judgment, man. I am gonna check that one out. The Sato stuff. Like I said, I made my first Melusine purchase today. Um, so why not? You know, if they're good movies, they're good movies, and I mean, I'm not going to shy away from the nudity and the erotica stuff if it's a good movie. So, to my understanding, you know, I'm not an expert on those things, but I was talking to my buddy Chris over at Bearded Film Guy, Chris Higgins, and he was mentioning that some of the Melusine stuff is like landmark stuff, like big time titles that are it's like a big deal. So I picked up some of those. I kind of want to watch them and like learn more about it, even though it's not typically my vibe. Um so that is that. And Dark Room, what up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate you being here. Slam that like button, my dude. So there is another sale going on, and False Face just mentioned it. There's a full moon sale. Um, what Visual Vengeance titles did you get? Is there some kind of Visual Vengeance sale going on that I don't know about? Not that it matters. I have the entire Visual Vengeance catalog as it is, but I is there a Visual Vengeance sale going on that I didn't know about? But yeah, the full moon sale, we're gonna get into that in just a minute because I love full moon. And I'll take you guys through that one real quick as well. There's some good stuff. A lot of good DVD sales. Full moon always does really good DVD sales. Um, no sale on VV. Okay. All right. Thanks. Good to know. Devil's Fetus and Five Women for the Killer. Since you like Cat 3 and Jello. Nice. Yeah. Devil's Fetus, like I said before. Um, Devil's Fetus is awesome. I love that 2-pack. That was one of my favorite releases from last year. So definitely, I'm glad you got that. Let me know what you think. Crazy movie. Crazy movie. So, all right. Let's head over to Full Moon because they've got some good sales going on as well. A lot of good stuff here. So Full Moon's got their website's a little weird. So what you want to do, is you want to head over to collections, and that's kind of where you want to go. They have the big box VHS stuff, the box sets. Let's go to the DVDs, man. That's where the big sales are, in my opinion. But dude, hell yeah. So I'm really glad you got that Abomination Slit because I feel like it's selling out. And that's a title you want to have in your collection for sure. I mean, that was a big time release. That release put Visual Vengeance on the map. It really did. I mean, that was kind of like, you know, people kind of enjoyed their releases. What number was that? That was their 10th release. So up to that point, they had done like Slaughter Day and Moonchild. They had some Todd Sheet stuff, and they had Replicator and LA Age Jabber and Suburban Sasquatch. They had a lot of titles, but nothing that was like big. I enjoyed a lot of them, but that Abomination release was massive. That was a big deal. So when that came out, I think people started to take notice on Visual Vengeance. So I'm glad you got that because I don't think enough people have that one. And I think it's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw it sell out on MVD, if I'm not mistaken. And And LA Age Dabber, so I own that one. I haven't watched it yet, but I do own that one. But all right, let's go through the full moon stuff. Oh, you got the slip from Diabolic. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Is that still is it like do they have an abundance of them or is it like it's gotta be slowing down? Let's see. Abomination. There it is. Let's see. There's only here. This is funny. This is funny. Let me do this. Let me get rid of this, and let me head over because this is pretty interesting. I'm on Diabolic and I'm checking out Abomination. Ooh, they have one left in stock. So yeah, I mean, this is a big release. I don't know if they'll restock it or not, but that's a good get, man. Glad you got it. All right, let's head back to Full Moon. Let's do this. Boom. And let's share. No, don't want to do that. All right. Because Full Moon's doing some cool stuff right now as well. Now, for me, when it comes to Full Moon, I prefer the VHS DVD vibe. I when it comes to the big titles like the Puppet Masters and all that, like, yes, I want them on Blu-ray. I have Puppet Master 3 on 4K because that's my favorite Puppet Master. But most of their stuff I have on VHS and DVD. I think it gives it the right vibe. I really do. I think that's the intent, at least as far as I'm concerned. When I watch them, that's how I intend to watch and enjoy them. So that is that. Yeah, DB Devil Fetus is awesome, dude. I really enjoy that one. Good Bar is cool too, but it's different. It's not like a normal. It's not a horror movie. So yeah, Good Bar is a cool movie, but Devil Fetus is definitely the one. Yeah, dude. Full Moon has a killer sale. This is so we talk all the time about like um Black Friday sale and like halfway to Black Friday, and Vinegar Syndrome has kind of like made that a big deal. But as far as Full Moon is concerned, this is their big sale. So this is when they do their big sale of the year. Kind of like Vinegar Syndrome's Black Friday. This is like their big sale of the year. So understand that like in the future, right? If you are a Full Moon fan, like this is their big sale. It's always the Valentine's Day sale. So I've gotten some really big packages over the years. I haven't got anything yet. I did have a full cart over my other browser, but there's so much shit that I have coming and on the way, and so much shit that I want. I'm not gonna be able to pull the trigger on it. But all right, yeah. So let's see. You got Primavals, Prehysteria 2, Baby Oopsie. I'm a big fan of the Baby Oopsies, so definitely I would recommend those, but that's not on sale, so don't get that. Yeah, Ginger Dead, Seed People. Seed People kicks ass. So the problem with these Full Moon DVDs, and it's not that they're not banging because they are, and there's so many great movies here, but like there's so many good Full Moon releases these days, like the Fright boxes from Umbrella, which I have all three, or the the Arrow Video Back to the Video Store boxes, that a lot of these movies are just coming in these box sets. So these DVDs are somewhat obsolete if you have those releases. But if you don't have the films, like this is probably the way I'd go, man, because I really enjoy watching the DVDs. I really do. So if you don't have Seed People in any format, you absolutely cannot beat a $4 DVD. This movie kicks ass. Practical effects are fantastic. Love Seed People. Bring Her to Me is super cool. Again, all these DVDs are $4. Like you just cannot beat that. I'd be like, if I didn't have a lot of these titles already, I'd be just like $100, get 20 DVDs or whatever, and just call it a day. Sorority Babes in the Slime Ball Bolorama 2 is awesome. So much fun. If you're a fan of the original, it's more of the same. Netherworld is okay. It's an interesting movie. What else we got here? Don't have those. So Unlucky Charms, one that I haven't seen. I had this in my cart on my other browser. I was gonna check out. Yeah, Ginger Dead Man's cool, man. I gotta get that cookie tin eventually. I definitely got to grab that tin. Um, all right, Tourist Trap is awesome. I have the big box Blu-ray edition. It's like a big box VHS style packaging with the Blu-ray. So if you don't have Tourist Trap, definitely get Tourist Trap. One of the best full moon titles ever. Um, Killer Eye is cool. Killer Eye is fun. Ooh. The Creeps, fun story about the Creeps. I rented this when I was in like fifth grade with a buddy. We went around skateboarding for a while, then we rented the Creeps, and yeah, we watched it. Creeps is awesome. Subspecies, excellent. If you don't have any of the subspecies movies, you got Slime Ball, Bolorama, Slave Girls from Beyond Infinity is awesome. Robot Wars and Robot Josh are two of my favorites from growing up. You got the Puppet Masters, so definitely do that if you don't have the Puppet Masters. What else? Murder Cycle. I believe this is the only way to own this movie. I don't think Murder Cycle has a Blu-ray. But if you guys saw, Arrow Video released the artwork for the new Back to the Video Store, and I have a feeling Murder Cycle is going to be one of the titles because there was a motorcycle on the front. So get it because it's super cheap, but get it at your own risk. I do think this is going to be in the Arrow Video Back to the Video Store. That's my prediction. That ain't a prediction. That's a spoiler. Darkroom. This is Full Moon. FullMoonHorror.com. So if you're a fan of Full Moon stuff. Meridian's cool. Meridian's like kind of like medieval style, like a fairy tale horror movie. Super spicy movie. A lot of like erotica type stuff in it. Mandroid I've never seen. What else here? What else here? So I had all the Killjoys in my cart as well on my other because I have Killjoy 1 and 2 on VHS and I love those. I like Killjoy a lot, but I don't have 3, 4, and 5. So I was thinking about getting the whole series on DVD. I mean, the whole thing's going to cost me $20. That's what I mean. Like you can't go wrong. So this is a cool release. This is a cool movie. Killer Eye, Halloween Haunt. Dude, this one stars. You're not even gonna believe this. It's like a 19 and I think it's early 2000s. This came out in 2011. This one stars Ariana Madix, guys. That's Ariana Madix on the front. I did a full review on this over on my channel. But Ariana Madix from Vanderpump Rules, the whole Tom Sandoval, the whatever, the Scandoval, that whole thing that was going on, it was this chick. She started this in 2011. Crazy. I think you also get some side boob on her. So if you're a fan of Ariana Madix, but yeah, I couldn't even believe it. So this thing comes in a 3-pack, 3 full moon movies, but it's titled Killer Eye Halloween Haunt is like the box that I have it over here somewhere. And it was on Amazon for like $20, maybe even cheaper. But yeah, really fun video, Killer Eye Halloween Haunt. It's kind of like an unofficial sequel to Killer Eye, about 3 girls that they set up their grandma's house to throw a Halloween party, and the boys, they actually uninvite the boys, and it's a lot of fun. Definitely check out Killer Eye Halloween Haunt. Hideous is awesome. Definitely check that one out. Ginger Deads. Evil Bongs are fun. I have the Stash Box set. I've watched the entire Evil Bong collection. Literally every single movie is like 10 of them, and every single one of them is enjoyable. I gotta be honest with you guys. If you're looking for like something to just turn on and not have to think, the Evil Bongs are definitely the way to go. Dr. Moreau's House of Pain is excellent. I have the VHS, which is super rare. Awesome movie. Demonic Toys is an absolute classic. The second one's terrible, but the first one's excellent. So yeah, I mean that's really Creepazoids is awesome if you don't have Creepazoids. Castle Freak is awesome. Jeffrey Combs, Barbara Crampton. The ending of this movie will shake you to your core. It's absolutely terrifying. You have this whole big rain sequence on top of a like castle almost. That's awesome. Castle Freak is sick. that's really what you have. Yeah, they have these other like additions here that I don't really mess with. But yeah, that's a full moon sale, guys. They have other stuff too that's on sale. Ooh, bad channels, baby oopsie. Um, so that is the full moon sale. Let me come back to you guys. Let me stop sharing here. So those are the sales that are gone. There's also, like I said, Melusine, which is Vinegar Syndrome's partner labels, like adult site is doing a really, really big sale. And I'm guessing that this is going to be their sale, like in general, like the Valentine's Day is going to be their big sale, kind of like Full Moon because they are an adult site. So I hit that sale up. Also, I picked up my first Melusine title, and I'm going back in for more. So that is that. I'm gonna take a quick 30-second break here. I gotta pee, but I want to take you guys through my I have a bunch of new stuff this week. I'm gonna take you guys through that. I'm gonna take you guys through my pickups this week, watch list, because a lot going on. We got a nice stream going. We got 5 people here. Don't go anywhere. Literally 30 seconds. I just have to pee. So let me pop on this for you guys real quick. Let's loop this. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. Anyway, so thank you guys for hanging out. We got 5 people in the chat. If you have not done so already, hit that like button for sure. Yeah, Full Moon stuff's great, man. If I didn't have most of that stuff, I would definitely hit that up for sure. All right, what do we got here? So yeah, so let me take you guys through. I got a bunch of new stuff this week, a bunch of watches, and so let's get into it, man. We're hitting like the 48-minute mark. It's a longer stream, but let's hang out, man. I'm not in any rush. It's Sunday. I'm not doing anything. So I watched a bunch of new stuff this week. So let me know if you guys have seen any of these. But the first one I watched was a movie called Campfire Stories. And this is starring Jamie Lynn Sigler, and Charlie Day and Rob McElhenney from Always Sunny, which was kind of like bizarre, caught me off guard. But a really, really cool movie. It's like a vignette style horror, 3 like shorts. Really cool film. Definitely check this one out. One of the shorts definitely stands out for me above the others, but I enjoyed all 3 of them. I really did. I have the DVD. Also, one way to restore your DVDs is to buy new DVD cases because this thing was beat to hell, and I picked up on Amazon super cheap. I think these are Max Tech, and this thing looks brand new. So definitely a way to restore your DVDs. Definitely check out Max Tech cases on Amazon. But yeah, Campfire Stories. This is again, Jamie Lynn Sigler. This is a 2000. When did this come out? Early 2000s. Yeah, you have some of that early 2000s terrible CGI in here, but really cool movie. I enjoyed it a lot. Next, so this one, I couldn't believe that I had never even heard of this or saw this one before. Like I am shocked. But it's called Black Pumpkin. You guys heard of this one? This was a recent film. It's like 2020, I want to say. But this is starring Matt Rife, that like comedian guy, Matt Rife. And this is kind of like a Trick or Treat ripoff, but it's super cool vibe. Like, even though it was a ripoff, it was a lot of fun, man. And the ending of this, like, really left you like thinking. I enjoyed this one a lot. Again, the villain in this is very Sam-esque, but really cool movie, Black Pumpkin. If you haven't checked this one out, kind of like this old tale, like folk tale of a creature named Bloody Bobby, and it kind of like comes to life. So Black Pumpkin, man, a lot of fun. I got this on Amazon for like $10. It was super cheap. Um, is the movie with the demonic toy verse to get the first movie and Baby Oopsie? Oh, is the move with demonic? Yeah, dude. So demonic toys, you only need the first one. The first one is awesome. Okay, pretty iconic tape store vibe. The cover art is like iconic from the tape store. I would definitely get that, and I like the Baby Oopsies. I enjoy them. You might not, but I like them, so definitely check it out. Again, it's $4, so like if you don't like it, sorry, but you can't go wrong. I definitely would check out Baby Oopsie. I like the first one a lot. Um, and it's actually a good kind of like two-pack because Baby Oopsie was originally a character in Demonic Toys that got its own spin-off. So you kind of like I'd watch Demonic Toys first and then do Baby Oopsie. But all right, next up, this movie completely caught me off guard. Also, I couldn't believe how much I love this movie. I had seen clips of it everywhere, especially one of the deaths with a air pump. But it's called Stitches. Have you guys seen this? I think it's an Australia film. Yeah, it's a Dark Sky release. It's an Australia film, clown horror, goofy clown horror, but slasher. And this movie rocks, man. This movie kicks so much ass. In the first 3 minutes of the movie, it's not a spoiler. Having the first 3 minutes, the clown accidentally dies at a birthday party, and it gets resurrected by this like underground secret cult of clowns, and it's silly and fun and super creepy, man. I enjoyed this one quite a bit. So the movie's called Stitches. It's over the top and just ludicrous in all the right ways. So yeah, I picked up the DVD. I don't know if this thing's ever even had another release, like any kind of upgrade, but Stitches is super cool, man. I really like Stitches. Next up, so this is a cool movie too, and it's something unfortunate about my DVD, but I watched a movie called Cold Hearts. Have you guys seen this? So this is with Amy Jo Johnson from Power Rangers. The pink Power Ranger stars in this, and this is a Synapse release. I picked this up on Amazon, and the DVD was skipping, so I actually found it online. So I have the DVD, but I actually ended up watching it online. Awesome movie. Teen vampire flick, super sinister vibe, a little campy, but a lot of fun. Definitely check this one out. Cold Hearts. Again, starring Amy Jo Johnson. Like, hell yeah. All right, next up, a movie called Chainsaw Sally. This is just low budget schlock that I couldn't get enough of. I don't even know who put this one out. Pop Cinema. This is just an old DVD I have. Gunnar Hansen's in this. Leatherface himself. I don't even know where I got this from, but I had it, and so I popped it on. Chainsaw Sally, really fun. I enjoyed this one. Just schlocky fun. Chainsaw Sally. All right, this next one is one of my favorite watches the entire year, to be honest with you. Like, I did a short on this, and it blew me away. It's called Dead Girl. This one is about two best friends who stumble on a dead body in the basement of a insane asylum, an abandoned insane asylum, and they kind of start having their way, or one of the friends starts having their way with the dead body, and they realize she's not actually dead, and it just goes in the craziest ways. Like this was a badass movie. Like it was not just a good horror movie, it was a good movie. Yeah, and, you can see like hottest horror flick of the year. Strong recommend for me. Definitely check out Dead Girl. And I had this in my collection. I picked up a big lot. That's where I got this. And I think Christian over at CHH like name dropped this in a video. I was like, oh, I think I have that movie. And so I watched it. Oh, dude, this movie kicks ass. Dead Girl. Next, I watched a bunch of movies last couple days. One was One Missed Call, the original one. I just did a short on this, but this is the original Japanese version. I have the trilogy. I only watched the first one. It was killer. Really, really awesome. This Arrow edition is still widely available. You get all three films on here. There was an American edition of this put out in the early 2000s as well, with the chick from Rules of Attraction. That movie kind of sucked. The Japanese one was killer. Absolutely killer. So One Missed Call, it's cell phone horror about a basically a spirit that lives kind of in a cell phone, and when you get a call from your own number and leaves a message, you're kind of on this like time frame before you get murdered by the spirit. And it kind of they explain kind of what happens and all that, but it was just creepy as hell, man. Creepy as hell. Really cool Japanese horror movie. So check this one out, One Missed Call. Then I watched a big, big stinker. I mentioned this in a short yesterday, but I watched Dummy. This is from SRS Cinema. I wanted to love it. I love SRS, and it's a Polonia Brothers movie, who are notorious low budget horror movie directors. And it was just not good. The Dummy was not scary at all. You can kind of see him there. Maybe I can kind of see that. It looked scary in the trailer, but it was really bad. And he had this really goofy laugh that made him even less scary. So the plot was stupid. Big miss for me, unfortunately. But no, I still love the Polonia brothers. Shout out to them. I still love SRS, but this was the dud. This is not a great movie, but it's cool. It's signed. Then I watched a Ryan Nicholson flick called Live Feed. This movie was wild. And if you're a Ryan Nicholson fan, he did Gutterballs and Torched. And this is more of the same. I mean, it's an absolute crazy torture movie about a bunch of friends that kind of go to a brothel and they get kidnapped by like almost like the Japanese mafia, and they get tortured in all these crazy ways through a live feed. Awesome movie. Definitely check it out if you like torture kind of stuff and gore and all that. And then the last thing that I watched this week was The Unnameable. This is H.P. Lovecraft's The Unnameable. And I have this from MVD, but I have the second one on DVD, and I've never seen it. So I was like, I'm gonna watch the first one and then I'll watch the second one later on. But really cool monster flick, super gothic-y, about a creature that lives out in the woods. About this old wives' tale about this creature that lives out in the woods and no one's ever seen it. And then obviously they go looking for it and they spend a night. These college kids dare these girls to spend a night in the cabin where it supposedly lived, and it comes out and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's kind of what I watched this week. I'm sure there's more, but I can't think of it at the moment. So let me take you guys through some recent pickups, and then we'll do some questions if you guys have, and then we'll call it a day, man. Appreciate you guys hanging out. So pickups this week. I picked up the Cabin Fever 4K UHD from Lionsgate Limited. This was a big get for me. Steelbook. I love Cabin Fever, and there's like a big featurette on here that I want to check out. Do you guys seen this one? Do you guys have this one? So fun fact, I rented Cabin Fever. I had a sleepover party at my house for my 16th birthday, and we rented Cabin Fever, and that was the first time I saw this movie. We woke up in the morning, we're all saying pancakes. I gotta get a video of that. That'd be a good clip. All right. Anyway, I picked up. This was actually a funny story here, but Heart Eyes on VHS. This is from Katie Video. If you guys don't know her, definitely check her out. She does like VHS tapes of modern movies, and I saw up, and the tape that she sent me was a blank. So I hit her up like, "Yo, here's the deal. The movie wasn't working. Can you help me out? Send me another copy." And she did. She actually sent me 3. So I have 3 new copies of this. I'll probably do a giveaway on this at some point, but I got this in the mail this week. Next, I got these are super cool. These are super fun. And I know I did a little unboxing last week, but I actually haven't done it on a live, so I wanted to do it on a live. But I picked up the 88 Films American Pies. So no, it's not horror, but these were a big deal for me. I got the Blu Ray box sets. You got the original, you got Reunion, Wedding, and the Beta House box set. The only one that I don't have is number 2. They actually were sold out of that. They only had the 4K, so I gotta search around for it. I'll get it eventually. But these are gorgeous sets, man. And if you're like me, I was born in 86. I'm turning 40 this year. Ugh. But I was born in 86. These movies were my everything, man. And my everything. So I just really wanted to catalog them in these gorgeous editions. The other thing is that this is one of the coolest things that they did, man. So they did the American Pie, all the non-theatrical releases. So there were 4 of them. It was Bandcamp, Naked Mile, Beta House, and Book of Love. They did a box set for all 4 of these movies. Like, how cool is that? And I've never seen any of these. So you had the original 4, right? original one, number 2, Wedding and Reunion, and then all 4 non-theatricals in a box set. Like, how cool is that? So I just thought they did a really nice touch on that. So I'm really excited to check these out. Do it correctly. Are you guys fans of American Pie? Very influential films. You know, I'm not kidding. They are very influential films. You know, it's crazy because the first one, not only did it go there and was raunchy and it language, but like the scene with Nadia, if you guys remember, like that went over every single boundary possible. Like it broke every barrier and every rule about teen comedies ever. And so in my opinion, I think American Pie is probably the most influential teen movie of all time, you know, and that's just my opinion. But I feel very lucky to have been alive and seen that one as a high schooler. You know, I was like a freshman when the first one came out. But anyway, I got a couple more pickups here. I finally got the Cat 4K from 88 Films. Shout out to Frank over at Frank's Media and Reviews. We did a little bit of a trade. So I got the limited edition UHD. I ordered this one off eBay. I found a pretty good deal for it, and it got stolen right off my doorstep. So he helped me out with a trade. So thank you, Frank. I might watch this one today, to be honest with you, because I'm really excited about it. I also picked up, this is a trade with him as well, the Ju-on the Grudge collection. This thing is out of print, and I'm so mad at myself for not getting it. Luckily, he was able to help me out. But this thing, I had in my cart on Arrow probably like 5 different times. I was like, oh, I'll wait on it. And one day I just looked up and it was sold out. And so it was going for crazy money online. I'm sure they're going to do an American version eventually, but we did a trade, so it's all good. So Arrow Video, the Ju-on the Grudge collection. Stitches was awesome, dude. If you can pop that Blu Ray, that DVD somewhere soon, definitely check it out. A lot of fun. Yeah. So they did 88 Films. They did the box sets and they did a sale on the American Pies last like 2 weeks ago. It was like a 25% off sale. So I got them all pretty cheap. There, I want to say it was like $20 a set, maybe, if that. So again, like slam dunk in my opinion. But yeah, man, they were big time movies for my generation, big time, and I guess similar to your generation. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you have seen it at this point, but again, like the Nadia scene, not gonna get too into detail about it, but like it for a teen movie that was it was theatrical. Like you have to understand, this thing was in the theaters. I mean, it very much had like erotica vibe. Like it wasn't just a teen raunchy comedy. It went further than that. And so for me, like they did it in a way, but it was also a good movie. That's the thing about American Pie. Like it was a movie. It's yes, it has all those things, but it's a movie about 4 best friends and they're coming of age, right? As seniors in high school and beyond with all the sequels. Like it's just a good movie. And you know, being someone that I grew up in a suburb in New York, and I've had the same best friend since I've been a little kid. We all grew up together since we were 5 years old. So to have that kind of a vibe in a movie that really kind of mirrored a lot of our life and being best friends and the trials and tribulations of friendships in high school and college, and even when you get older was really cool for me. So I adore that franchise. Yeah, for American Pie 2 is the only one that I don't have, DB. I gotta grab number 2. They didn't have it on sale. All the others were on sale. I think it's out of stock, so that's the only one I gotta grab. But if I have to get the 4K, well, I'll just have the 4K on that one. It probably is my favorite of the franchise, to be honest with you. Yeah, you could say that. She was definitely a smoke, man. Definitely a smoke. And that's the thing with the American Pie movies. Like for a young teen, like there's a lot of smokes in those movies, man. And like Shannon Elizabeth went full frontal on top for that movie, but like there's some bottom involved, and it's like they went there, man. They went there. So yeah, I love American Pies. Very influential movies. Me and my boys still quote it all the time. And all right, so the last thing I picked up this week, shout out to again Bearded Film Guy, Chris Higgins over at Bearded Film Guy, who helped me snag these because they did go out of stock. The Dai Gothic box sets from Imprint. So these I'm really excited to watch. This is a set of Asian Hong Kong horror. I'm sorry, Japanese, I believe. Japanese, yeah, sorry, it's Japanese horror. You got 6 films, gorgeous box sets. And he helped me secure these. The first set went out of print. So yeah, thank you, Chris. And so really excited to check those out. I have seen Devil Times 5. Devil Times 5 is a cool film for sure. I enjoyed it. I have the Vinegar Syndrome release back there. Yeah, dude. False Face. The Dai Gothics are awesome, and the first one went out of print, and it goes for crazy money on eBay. Crazy. So he helped me out, man, big time. This is the first one. It's got Ghosts of Yotsuya, the Snow Woman, and Bride from Hades. So kind of like Japanese Gothic ghost stories. And every review I've seen is that it's a fantastic set of movies. Like really want to immerse yourself in. And they have the standard editions available, but this is a set for me that I really wanted to immerse myself in, read the book and all that. But you guys know another taste here, just guys to see. And like what I've heard and read that the visuals are like gorgeous. So I really wanted to grab this one. So I appreciate Chris helping me out on this. But yeah, that's what I got for you guys today, man. Any questions? You guys want to talk about anything? You got 6 people in the chat. But that's my Sunday show for you guys, man. I appreciate you guys hanging out. So if you are new to the channel, again, much love. Be sure to hit that like button. Give me a follow if you like what you see. Let me leave you guys with something fun here before I call it a day. An hour and 7 minutes, man. That's a stream. That's a live stream. What do I got for you guys? Let me give you something nice, something fun. Let's go with this.
Oh, I'm a happy camper. I love the summer sun. I love the trees and forests. I'm always having fun. Oh, I'm a happy camper. I love the clear blue sky. And with the grace of God, I'll camp until I die.
I looped. There you have it, guys. I'll camp until I die, baby. So appreciate you guys hanging out, man. Yeah, hit me up if you guys don't follow me over on Instagram. Give me a follow over on Instagram at Miles of Heart as well. And this is my Sunday show. I usually do every Sunday, but I haven't been on for a couple weeks. I've been busy, so I wanted to make sure I got on today. And appreciate y'all. All right, I'll catch you later. Peace.